Welcome back to FinalLand.com. We're here with Coach Janet Rayfield, the women's soccer team. Coach, big win up in Minnesota the other night. I guess just talk about that win and the conditions that you guys had, especially.
Yeah, it certainly was maybe some typical Minnesota conditions, but not anything we had seen at this point in the season. But cold temperatures, certainly a light snow, the entire game. So the weather was a little bit of a challenge. A challenge to really kind of play the ball on the ground. It skipped sometimes, it stuck sometimes, but I think both teams had to play in it, and we still were able to do the things we wanted to do. I think we were able to take advantage of the situations we wanted to take advantage of. Certainly new restarts were going to be an important part, and Janelle finished a great restart to get us on the board to start, and I think that gave us a little bit of confidence, and then we just played really gritty. We played gritty and competitive and kind of stayed together as a team, and that's something we've really been focused on all year long, and I think those things kind of came together, and then the result took care of itself.
Now you have the tough task of facing number 1 seed Penn State on Sunday. Just talk about what are the keys to that matchup heading into that game.
Yeah, to go on the road and play, the number 1 seed, that's certainly, the challenge that we face right now. And Penn State's a talented team. Not too many weaknesses, not too many holes from top to bottom, and strong players coming off the bench. So, we're going to have to bring our best. We're going to have to really play well. We're probably going to have to really work on keeping the ball in the midfield. I think, if we can keep the ball and have the ball for periods of time, then we'll be able to try to get our offense going. And I think that's going to be key. It's a stingy Penn State team, and we're going to have to use the fact that we've got multiple weapons, and our front runners did a great job of pressuring the backs for Minnesota, and I think if we can do that again, that will certainly help us and help us keep Penn State out of their rhythm.
All right, and you got the Big Ten tournament this year. The format's changed a little bit. Teams can go to different sites for the next couple of rounds. Just talk a little bit about that format this year.
Yeah, the coaches really voted on this because the old format, you played 3 games in 5 days and then had to turn around and compete in the NCAA tournament. And by spreading it out over a longer period of time, it really is, I think, better for the athletes. The challenges you find out on Wednesday where you travel to for the weekend. But, we said yesterday, it really feels like postseason. It feels like, the NCAA tournament. That's what happens. You find out, and you go and play at the next site. I think the exciting thing, too, is you get 4 teams that are hosting Big Ten tournament first-round games. So you have 4 institutions that get to show off their facility, show off their team, and it's something to play for. Every game mattered in this last game of the regular season because it mattered if you were 4th or 5th in terms of hosting. So all the way from 1st to 8th, there was competition for each of those spots because it meant so much with the top 4 teams hosting. So it's made it a super competitive season. It's certainly made it a challenge for the 4 teams that have to travel on short notice. But I think it's an exciting time for Big Ten women's soccer.